Hi citizens, back with another video, and today we're breaking down the latest Man City news. Starting with Rodri has provided a new update regarding his future at Manchester City. Meanwhile, Man City have joined several of Europe clubs in the race to sign a highly rated Belgian attacking prospect. And what does Pep Guardiola's exit mean for Gvardiol's Man City future? And now citizens, let's break it all down. Manchester City may have found their new manager, they may be planning their next rebuild, and even be preparing for life after Pep Guardiola. But there is one question that continues to hang over everything at the Etihad. What happens with Rodri? The Spanish midfielder has finally addressed the growing speculation surrounding his future, and while he didn't reveal much, what he didn't say may be just as important as what he did. Speaking from Spain's World Cup training camp, Rodri made it clear that contract talks and transfer rumors are not his priority right now. His focus is entirely on the World Cup. Any decisions about Manchester City, he says, can wait until afterwards. On the surface, that's a perfectly reasonable response. But for Man City fans, it inevitably creates uncertainty. This isn't just another player approaching an important contract decision. Rodri is arguably the most influential footballer in the entire squad. When he plays, Man City control matches differently. His positioning, passing range, defensive awareness, and ability to dictate tempo make him the foundation of everything around him, in many ways. He became the symbol of Guardiola's final great Man City team. That's why the links to Real Madrid refuse to disappear. From the Madrid's perspective, Rodri represents the complete modern midfielder, Spanish, experienced, tactically elite, and entering the peak years of his career. Players with that profile rarely become available. The timing is also uncomfortable for Man City. A new manager is arriving. Hugo Viana is overseeing a major squad transition. Key decisions need to be made quickly. Yet the most important contract situation at the club may not be resolved until after the biggest international tournament in football. In my opinion, this isn't simply a transfer story. It's a question about the future identity of the team. Because replacing Pep Guardiola is difficult. Replacing Rodri at the same time would be even harder. My friend Man City fan, would you be worried if Rodri delayed contract talks until after the World Cup? Drop your thoughts in the comments. While many Manchester City supporters are concentrating on high-profile signings and the pursuit of proven stars, a different kind of transfer strategy seems to be quietly developing behind the scenes. And historically, those are often the deals that tell you the most about where the club is heading. The latest name being linked is Matías Fernández-Pardo, the Lille attacker who has quietly become one of the most exciting young talents in French football. At first glance, some citizens fans might wonder why Man City would be interested in a player who isn't yet a big name. But when you look deeper, the logic becomes obvious. The Belgian striker offers something modern coaches love: versatility. He is capable of playing on both flanks, featuring through the middle, dropping into midfield areas, and driving forward with the ball under pressure. In the modern game, where adaptability has become increasingly important, players who offer that range of qualities are exceptionally rare and highly sought after. He made 8 goals and 5 assists in League One at just 21 years old, contributing to Lille top 3 finish while continuing to refine his game represents an impressive achievement for a player still developing. What makes the situation especially intriguing is the timing. Hugo Viana leading the rebuild and determined to lower the average age of the squad without sacrificing technical quality. Matías fits that strategy perfectly. The reported competition from Manchester United, Barcelona, and Borussia Dortmund only reinforces how highly rated he is across Europe. In my view, this isn't really about winning a transfer battle with rivals. It's about understanding the club's vision. The post-Pep era won't be built exclusively on £100 million superstars. It will also be built on identifying elite talent before everyone else fully realizes how good they can become. And Fernández-Pardo looks exactly like that kind of opportunity. So citizens, do you think Man City should be targeting more young talents like Fernández-Pardo? Share your opinion in the comments. As Manchester City prepare for life after Pep Guardiola, one comment from Josko Gvardiol may have revealed just how much the departing manager meant inside the dressing room. Because when players talk about him, they rarely focus only on trophies, they talk about transformation. Speaking while away with Croatia ahead of the World Cup, Gvardiol reflected on his time working under Pep and delivered a message that Man City fans have heard repeatedly over the years. Guardiola didn't just improve players, he improved people. That might sound like a simple compliment, but it says a lot. Remember, when Gvardiol arrived at Etihad, he He was already considered one of Europe's best young defenders, yet under Pep, his game evolved a lot. He wasn't just asked to defend. He learned how to build attacks, invert into midfield, operate as a left back, and control games in possession. That's the Guardiola effect. The interesting part, however, is what this means for Gvardiol's own future. The Croatian remains one of the most sought-after defenders in world football. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and Barcelona continue to be linked. While contract discussions with Man City remain unresolved, add Guardiola's departure into the equation, and naturally questions begin to emerge, because for many elite players, managers matter. Guardiola was one of Gvardiol's biggest supporters and a major reason why Man City always felt like the perfect environment for his development. Now that chapter has ended, that's why Enzo Maresca's arrival could be crucial. One of his first major tasks may be convincing players like Gvardiol that the project remains just as ambitious as before. Man City have already shown their intent by offering a new long-term deal. In my analyze, this is about much more than one defender. It's about whether the club can retain its world-class core during this biggest transition. And if Gvardiol commits his future to the project, it would be one of the strongest possible signs that Man City's future remains every bit as exciting. My friend Man City fan, would you be worried if Gvardiol decided not to sign a new contract? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Amid all the uncertainty surrounding Manchester City's new era, one piece of business could quietly become one of the most important moves of the summer. Not a new signing, but a new contract for Jeremy Doku. According to reports, the citizens are making significant progress in negotiations. We should pay close attention to this, because while the headlines have been dominated by Pep Guardiola's farewell, the biggest challenge now is preserving the foundations of the squad while entering a period of transition, and Doku has become a major part of this. Since arriving in Manchester, the Belgian has developed into one of the Premier League's most dangerous one-on-one attackers. In an era where many teams defend with compact blocks and numbers behind the ball, players capable of beating opponents through pure dribbling ability are incredibly valuable. Doku gives Man City something different. He brings unpredictability, he stretches defenses, creates space for teammates, and forces opponents to make difficult decisions every time he receives possession in wide areas. That could become even more important under Enzo Maresca. His tactical setup frequently focuses on creating one-on-one opportunities for wide players, giving them the freedom to take on defenders in direct duels. If that is the path Man City choose to follow, Doku could emerge as one of the most important players in the club's long-term vision. That's why these contract talks matter. This isn't simply about rewarding a player for strong performances. It's about sending a message that Man City know exactly which players they want to build around for the next chapter. With questions still surrounding the futures of several attacking players, including Savinho, from my perspective, this feels like more than a contract renewal. It's another sign that even after Guardiola, the club is already shaping the next generation of its attacking identity. We've reached the end here on the Citizens News Fan channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe right now to stay updated on everything happening to the greatest team in Premier League.